Hello, this is Jamie Hayes. I'm your 2018 Image Salon Chair. Welcome to VPPA Image Competition 2018. This short video is going to be on categories. You can find all the information that you need about our image competition under the Competitions tab on our main website, or you can go to printcompetition.com, register, log on, if you're already a current member, and all of the information about the VPPA competition will be on there. Also, please know that we need you to register your images and to make sure that you have paid your fee. We know how many images you are entering prior to January 16th. Now, that is the early bird deadline, which images will be $15 per image with a $10 critique. After that time, the price will jump to $25 per entry and still $10 per critique, and that will run from the 19th of January, all the way through February 9th. Now, February 9th is the closing. No entries will be accepted after that date. If for some reason you do need, please make sure that you contact us within the next week so that we can find out what the situation is as far as that goes. We will work with anyone to try to get you in competition as much as possible. Make sure you read the new rules. I've highlighted them in yellow for you just so that you can get an idea of that. Now, back to categories. In the rules, we have a listing of all the categories, starting with Portrait of a Man, going all the way through digital album entries. There's a short description of what is allowed and what isn't allowed in each of those categories. Basically, any category that has a single subject, man, woman, child, bride, high school senior, those type of images can include a pet or an animal, but not as the main subject. They'd have to be a supporting character, and the subject that is in that category would have to be the main primary subject. For instance, Portrait of a Man. A man could be walking through a field with a dog. However, the dog has to be secondary to the man for it to be legitimate in that category. The Print Salon Chair, which is currently me, and Andy will have the choice of whether images are accepted into each category, providing the entrant has followed the correct rules. Any questions or anything that we have, we will contact you ahead of time, providing you have met the deadlines, and help you out as far as that goes. Now, let's take a little look. These are some award-winning images from last year that will kind of give you an idea of images that are appropriate. These are all the top scoring of several different categories. We start first with this image here, The Bride. Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous image. So this is Portrait of a Bride. Again, she's the main focus. And impact is number one. Notice how she just jumps off the page, how soft and beautiful she is here, but the rough treatment has been applied all over the image. Correct dodging and burning where your eye goes directly to her, and still great detail throughout the dark areas and light areas as well. A catching title, amazing impact, storytelling, composition, it's all there. Pets and animals, absolutely wonderful. Any photograph of a dog or a pet could be entered in this competition. Again, following your rule of thirds, the eyes are in the third plane here. Beautiful color harmony in this image and beautiful print presentation too. This would be an example of something entered more in probably the pictorial area, which would be landscapes, night scenes, that type of thing. High school seniors, any event or any portrait that would be involving a high school age child, whether it's in studio, or on location. Groups are any subject matter which has more than one subject in it. Portrait of a woman. Man, again, could be very creative, but in this situation, the entrant, although they've done some digital work to this image to make it more impactful, it certainly is not the main focus or the reason of judging it. The portrait of a man is the criteria for this. And then we have photojournalism. Great sports shot. Notice the action of the ball here. Shutter speed. required to stop all motion, even the dirt, and all of the fantastic printing, keeping your eye and attention in the subject and away from all the bright spots in the background. Um, Landscape, absolutely beautiful, perfect time of day. Again, phenomenal print presentation, image quality, etc. Then we get into commercial, which are going to be subject matter, which is product shots and or anything created for a brochure as far as commercial products, interiors, etc. Portrait of a child, wonderful, again, great storytelling, amazing impact. And then we get to the artist category. Now in the artist category, you need to make sure you include the artist guide prints along here, which are steps that were used and elements used to create the main image. Don't forget about print presentation. If you notice here, you can see that beautiful two strokes around the main center image. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to switch that in black and white. Hit the wrong keystroke. But in the artist category, you're judged on the work that's done, not necessarily the image. These parts, these images here do not have to be yours, but the actual work that's being done is what you're actually judged on. Beautiful architectural work. Again, you want to have, leading lines, interiors, things that were perfectly parallel and perpendicular. You don't want any bending or converging lines in great architectural. Creative, anything goes in this category. And this is beautiful. This has multiple images, could have been combined together here, but the brush work that's been done, the digital brush work on this is amazing. Fantastic composition, beautiful rich detail, storytelling. It has all of those wonderful elements. Anything goes in that. Now, as far as album goes, we have several different choices. There's non-event album, which would be a portrait session, could be created anywhere or any location. A day in the life of, a child album, flowers, a commercial assignment, a portrait session in Italy like this. All of those type of things can be entered in non-event album. And then there's event album. This would be for your weddings, bar mitzvahs, bat mitzvahs, quinceañeras, birthday parties, anything that is a social gathering event would be entered into that category. That kind of gives you a little bit of overview of all of the categories that we have in Virginia. If a category is not entered, it still remains in our rules. However, it just may not be represented by a trophy in that particular year. Anything that scores an 80 or higher in any of the categories will have the opportunity to put in front of the judges for a visual judging or selection of the top two. This would be best of category and court of honor. Does not mean that it was this highest scoring image, it just means it was the judge's favorites. It's kind of a checkpoint system. This is wonderful because since in Virginia we have unlimited entries, it will allow any entrant to be able to put more images in front of the judges. For instance, if you were to enter 10 images of a man and all 10 of those scored an 80 or higher, you have a really fantastic chance of winning Best Portrait of a Man, which will earn you credits toward Photographer of the Year. So there's huge advantages to entering large number of images, as well as a good check. You can also get and pay for the critique, which will allow you to get feedback to rework your image for the next level of competition. Those image critiques are done by affiliate jurors, just as you would have at IPC. So that's a little explanation about our categories. If you have any other questions, or if you want some extra resources, you can also go to the PPA website under the IPC competitions tab, and there'll be lots of definitions there about the 12 elements, as well as any other topic on image competition. Good luck. Wish all you well in this year's competition. Enter a lot of images, at least 6, so that you have a chance to win the top 10 photographer of Virginia. And if you have any questions, please reach out to me, Jamie at hayesandfisk.com, or Andy, ANDEE, at reallifestudios.com. Good luck.